Carabini, welcome aboard everybody, welcome aboard. Please move all the ways across the row. Just may have a full load today. If you have any loose articles, hang on to them. Might get some bumpy roads out here. Be on the way here in just a moment. Doors are closed, thank you.
Baron, you want to sit on this side?
As they say in Harambe, Twende, let's go Jumbo. My name is Stitch and I'll be your safari driver for your next Kilimanjaro safari through the Harambe Wildlife Reserve. So please remain seated at all times and hang on to those cameras. It's kind of bumpy out here. There is an overhead spotting guide for some of the animals you may be seeing today. May not be seeing all of them, but there's a good chance we'll see quite a few of them. So have your eyes open with your cameras ready, as the animals do tend to blend in quite a bit, and they do tend to appear suddenly. If your camera has a setting, it's highly recommended to place it in the action or the sport mode. You just may get a better picture. Anybody's first safari today, very first. Hey, welcome aboard, quite a few, welcome aboard. You may need you to move some white rhinos out of the way. We will be entering the Ituri Forest first. The animals can be on the right side or the left side. They do blend in. They do tend to appear
more
suddenly.
animals on this side.
If you happen to drop anything over the side of our vehicle, I can't stop right then and there to pick it up, but we'll notify somebody. They'll try to retrieve it for you. Let's go see what we can see in the Ituri Forest. Keep your eyes wide open.
It works, see? Whoa.
Oh, it looks like over to the right side, way up in the corner, beautiful dark brown antelope with white stripes. That is the okapi. Looks like it might be related to the zebra family, but the okapi is a relative of the giraffe family. And directly left is chestnut brown antelope. On the left side are the bongos. These bongos are called the ghosts of the forest, as they are very rarely seen. Adult bongos have swept back horns, makes it easier for them to run through the thick jungles. The bongo, the ghost of the forest. We will be approaching the watering hole area of the forest, home of some of the rarer species, like the black rhino. Unfortunately, the black rhino has been poached for its horns, and less than 5,000 black rhinos remain worldwide. We will drive around in hopes of seeing a black rhino or two, but this time of day we may or may not see some. Drive around and see. We will be making just a few turns, then going up to the Safi River. But let's see about any black rhinos in the area. Maybe a few up ahead. The animals do use their natural colorations as a form of camouflage against any potential predators. We'll check up ahead for any black rhinos. Just ahead, towards the right side, coming into view are the greater kudu, Africa's second tallest antelope. Let's see, all these are females, as males have horns, but some of the male greater kudus can weigh in at around 750 pounds, the greater kudu. Let's check and see up ahead. We will be approaching the Safi River, which is home of the hippos. Don't particularly see any black rhinos throughout here at the moment.
Hungry hippos.
But just ahead to the left side, a pair of big black and white storks. The saddle-billed stork, Africa's tallest stork. They don't look so tall, but if you look real closely, they're actually standing on their knees right now. When they stand up fully, they're well over 5 feet tall, with a wingspan of 8 to 9 feet. But hold on, I'm going to work our way up to the Safi River. Hold on the hippos, hold on. Baby hippo can weigh around 85 pounds at birth, but they can grow to be a whopping 5,000 pounds. The hippos will spend most of the day in the water and come out towards the evening to graze on the grass. See if we can see any hippos to the right. There might be some hippos up ahead. We will be approaching the main body of the Safi River just ahead. But when hippos come out to graze, they can consume about 100 pounds worth of grass every evening. And they do swim. They swim very little, but basically they walk on the river bottom to move about. Looks to be some hippos on the left side at the top end of the island. We'll make a little stop up there. Also have a gathering of some pink-backed pelicans on the island. Their wingspan's about 8 feet. But look at the size of these hippos toward the left side. Around 5,000 pounds for the adult male. Quite inactive most of the day. And they can stay submerged a good 8 minutes at a time. A distant relative of the whale, but also referred to as the river horse, the Nile hippopotamus. And that's probably the most active you'll see them during the day.
Give me a wave.
We will be crossing an old rickety bridge up ahead, and there are some Nile crocodiles in the area. Oh, these crocodiles have mighty jaws, and they can crush the bones of their prey with up to 2,000 pounds per square inch of pressure. 90 crocodiles left side, 1,500 pounds, and 16 to 20 feet in length. But do not get caught on land with them, because these guys can run like with 7 to 10 miles an hour on land. And crocodiles can help regulate their own body temperature by holding those mighty jaws open. This one on the left side is kind of hungry, so I think we should move on. The Nile crocodiles. Nice waterfall on the right side.
Buzz, I don't want you to fall overboard.
We will be entering a different ecosystem. It has a different landscape with different animals, but speak about different. Look at this tree to the right side. It is the baobab, aptly nicknamed the upside down tree. Those branches can go without leaves a good 9 months out of the year, and that big trunk can store enough water to get it through the long droughts we have in Africa.
Of course, that one's cement, so that one's cement, so it'll.
This is my favorite view of all the reserve. This is the Serengeti, and it stretches for hundreds of miles across eastern Africa. It is the superhighway for millions of wild animals for the annual migrations. This is the Africa we are trying to conserve, the Serengeti. Let's drive around, see what all we can see through here. In a natural habitat, there's always plenty of food for the animals, as most of the animals do eat the grasses. And big elephants act as bulldozers. They knock down some of the old trees and eat bark off the trees. Always plenty of food in a natural environment. If you look way over to the right side, are some big white horns. We'll drive around that side to get a better view, but those horns are attached to the Ankole cattle, also known as Watusi cattle. We'll drive around.
There's a wildebeest right there.
Also some termite mounds in the area, and they can be as hard as concrete. But the animals do roam. They do roam freely throughout the whole Serengeti. They can be in one area at one time and a different area at another time. We'll point out a few different animals up ahead as we approach them.
Look at a giraffe, baby.
But look over to the right side. These gray antelope look kind of familiar. Those are the white-bearded wildebeest, one of the largest groups of migratory animals in all of Africa. Also known as gnu, spelled G-N-U. And the word wildebeest itself means wild beast or wild cattle.
David, look at the giraffe.
The name gnu after the grunting sounds they make.
Look, he's coming.
Walking towards us is a Maasai giraffe, about 14 feet to 19 feet tall. Has a dark, irregular pattern. Some giraffes, a different species, can be about 20 feet tall. But the word giraffe itself means one who is graceful, and the Swahili word for giraffe is twiga. They'll feed a good 80% of the day, but only sleep about 30 minutes a day, oftentimes just standing. I do believe she may want to cross, or he might not want to cross. Of course, the animals drive the right away. We are the encroachment into their wild. This is their reserve. What a magnificent animal, the giraffe. Look at the size of that giraffe. It has a large heart, about 25 pounds, and can measure about 2 feet in length. And even with that long neck, they still have the same number of neck bones or cervical vertebrae as humans do. We both have 7. A couple more giraffes, another giraffe, one way up on the hillside, way in the background. But the giraffe closest to us on the left side is the reticulated giraffe. has a net-like pattern. Gets its name from the Latin word reticulatum, which does mean net. And this particular species can be 18 feet to 20 feet tall, the reticulated giraffe. There's a water buck on the right side, shaggy coated one. The skin secretes a greasy, oily substance to make his fur waterproof. Any sign of danger, it dives straight towards the water buck. Again, the Ankole cattle, also known as Watusi cattle, those horns can be a good 5 feet to 6 feet in length and about 20 inches in circumference at the base. They are domesticated by the Watusi tribes here in Africa. Let's make a few more turns, get past some of this tall grass, and see what else we can see up ahead. The Harambe Wildlife Reserve was established in 1971 to help protect the local wildlife. Great view of the giraffes to the left side. The one up on the hillside, way up on top there, another Maasai giraffe. The giraffes run around 35 miles an hour. Their strides are around 15 feet. And as you can tell, the animals do roam quite freely throughout the whole Serengeti. But as we make this turn, a couple more of those ancient upside-down trees coming into view to the right side. Some of those trees can be a good 1,000 years old. And during the drought season, elephants will gouge those trees with their ivory tusks to reach the innermost pulp of the tree. A couple turns ahead, we should be approaching Monkey Point. A troop of mandrill monkeys tends to colonize the Monkey Point, but they are rather shy. They do tend to spend most of the day towards the background. Let's drive up to Monkey Point and see.
Where's my monkey?
Yes, we may or may not see some mandrills, hopefully we will. But also entering elephant territory ahead. Keep your eyes on a big lookout for the elephants in the area.
Elephant.
The Monkey Point should be along the left side as we turn. Once again, they are rather shy. You have to look here and there for them. You see a few over to the left side. An adult male can be about 100 pounds. It is Africa's largest and most colorful monkey. But unfortunately, they are also on the endangered species list, the mandrill monkeys.
Right there.
There's two of them down there.
You can see a couple here and there, usually in the background most of the day. We are taking some alternate pathways as some of the roads have been closed. Not quite sure what's up ahead. Hopefully we're going the right way here. Oh yeah, just ahead, we normally make a right turn. But the sign does read, road closed. That's the way we normally go, get deep in elephant territory. You see the elephant way up there in the corner. It looks like the whole road's been washed away due to recent rain. I guess we'll follow this detour. Have not been back this way before. Hopefully it takes us into elephant territory. See about the blind curve. Oh, another old rickety bridge here in Harambe. Not quite sure about this bridge, but I do know this truck is rather heavy. I think if everybody would cross their fingers, I'll just drive pole-pole, which is slowly across the bridge. Sounds kind of old and rickety, looks kind of old and rickety, but so far so good, just a little bit more. Keep those fingers crossed, get the back tires off. There we go, thanks for crossing your fingers, made it across that old bridge okay. You should be approaching the right clay pit area. You can see a herd of elephants. I've already been through here. You see some elephant tusk scrapings on the wall and some elephant footprints in the clay on both sides. Elephants do eat the clay to obtain minerals they need for their diet. The Harambe research scientists are studying the vocal communications of the elephants to help us better understand their intellect. This way we can better help protect them. But the biggest threat to elephants are humans. The illegal hunters or the poachers, they go after their valuable ivory tusks and sell them on the black market. To the young baby elephants there, a young elephant will stay with its mother a good 13 to 15 years and mimic the mother's actions. That's how they learn. But I do believe there's a radio station not too far from here. It's a Swahili station. I'm trying to tune it in for us. And we should get some good reception all through here. I'm trying to fine tune it a little bit. Oh, here it is. You see some elephants to the left side. These elephants do have a nice lifespan, a good 60 to 70 year lifespan. And you might see an elephant toss mud, dirt, sand,
all
even
the
straw in the
elephants,
back. It acts as a natural sunblock for them. The skin is rather thick, but still quite sensitive to the sun. See those ivory tusks? Both the male and female have the ivory. Unfortunately, that's why they are poached. Those baby elephants, even at birth, are fairly large, already 200 to 300 pounds at birth. That's after a 22-month gestation period. To the right side, let's see also dark brown antelope. Those are the sable antelope, the official emblem of the Harambe Reserve. Some of those horns can be a good 50 to 60 inches in length. A highly aggressive antelope here in Africa, the sable antelope. Let's see what else is up ahead. Nice view of your left shoulder as we turn.
No bad. Look.